It's the guts and it's the glory. 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the Pledge of Allegiance on the 4th of July. It's them handwritten letters from home. It's them sleepless nights alone. It's his newborn baby he left with his wife. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, here's a line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Hey. From the fields of Indiana to the swamps of Louisiana, to the golden coast of California, Uncle Sam's the only family he's got. His purple heartbeat won't stop, and his 18th birthday was the day he was born. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, here's a lie. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, stand on the front line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, pay the ultimate price. He was the man of the house when he was born. His family is proud but torn. But if you knew him, you would understand. He was raised on how to be brave, just to see the flag still wave. And then he came home with only one hand. He's Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, here's a lie. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, stay on this front line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, he'll pay the ultimate price. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, here's a lie. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. March in line, march in line. Hey, hey.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good evening, Erie County. I'm telling you, I'm a little under the weather tonight. You can hear a little nasal thing going on. I do apologize ahead of time if I have a little bit of nasal drip, so I'm gonna have to, be a little bit rude on video and wipe my nose so I don't have things running down my face. So I do apologize. We're gonna kind of keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it short. I don't know how long my voice will last with the stuff going on, but we're still here. The show must go on. I know you guys come on here, and it's important to you. It's important to me. It's important to everything we do, and making sure that we get the information out that needs to get out. Well, let's just open this can of worms up. Hey, Jimmy the Boots, how's it going on? Yeah, if you guys are watching the show, kind of like just say hello, because I can't see you until you say something. Thanks for the stars. I appreciate that, everybody. I don't know you're in the room until you say something. It's just the way that Restream works and everything. Well, no secrets. It's been out and about for a while, but it does appear that number 45 is coming to Erie on Sunday at the Bayfront Convention Center. They haven't released it, I don't think, 100% officially, but everything's kind of coming together. People asking me about tickets. I said I haven't seen anything about getting tickets yet. I know that they are, they're basically saying, hey, we're looking for volunteers. The VIP lists are going out. And if you want to, April, thank you. Oh, Kim Lauren, look at, see how nice that is when everybody says hello? Kim Lauren, Karen says, yeah, I know. I appreciate that, Kim. Karen said you need Tylenol, cold, and flu. You'll feel way better. Thanks. But see, when you guys say hello, I see you guys. April, Lance. Oh, the Potter House. Hi, guys. I bumped your son today. We'll talk offline about that. It was all good. But, that's what we're doing is making sure the information gets out. It was on the local news. The newspaper will be actually, the event will be here before they actually print it because they're like 2, 3, 4 days. Paula, thanks for coming in. Behind. So that is happening Sunday. And my understanding is that the president will talk about 6 o'clock. So pay attention, watch what's going on. Because it'll happen real fast. And everyone's like, oh, we didn't have enough time. Listen, they always do this. These things have a million moving parts behind the scene that we don't get to see. They were going to do it at the Hope. I haven't seen you in a while. I was thinking about you the other day. They were going, Jeffrey, thank you. Joe Jacobs, thanks for coming in. See, that's so much warmer and more friendlier. That way I know who's here watching. Because all I do is I get numbers up here. It tells me that, we have everybody on, only one person on X and everybody's on Facebook and a couple of people on YouTube. I appreciate that. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe and like, and that way we can get those numbers up. And we get better ratings that way. Like I said, I apologize. Got a little bit of cold. But so he'll be here Sunday, tentatively 6 o'clock. They're looking for volunteers to work. They were going to have it at the ice arena, but they have a scheduling conflict, so it can't go there. So they moved it down there. That's my understanding of why they're doing it that way. So we'll move on. So then let's pull this up here. I can get this up here on the big screen. Voter registration at the dock and flag waving. Now I updated this, but it didn't make it. We didn't make the cut for the show. It's going to be for the Trump get together down at the convention center. Let's all get together on Saturday from 2 to 9. However long you want to get there, we'll do some flag waving, get people registered to vote. And this is just crazy. I got a text message from my friends at the New York Times. Yes, little Brian Shank here in Erie, PA has friends at the New York Times. They interviewed me during the last election. I made some good contacts. They reached out to me and said, hey, if I was coming, merchandise will be available. Thanks. They said, if I was to come in this weekend, what would be going on? I said, well, first of all, we have this event, the voter registration / flag waving. And I said, you're in luck. President Trump will be coming on Sunday. He's like, what? We haven't even heard that. Lee, thanks for coming in. Well, no, they technically even haven't released it yet because it's still kind of in that last stage of planning. So we get that. But so come down the dock, voter registration, flag waving. We're going to get ready to kind of like the hey, here we are. Let's make some noise because you know what? We are not the silent majority anymore. We're going to make the noise. We're going to be loud. We're going to be obnoxious, just like the Democratic cult likes to do. And that's how they always think that they're right, as they just have a tendency to want to be louder. And that doesn't make you more right. I know that's not proper English, but that's the way it goes. So come on down. I scheduled the reporter to come down about 3 o'clock. So hopefully he'll make it right around that time. He wants to do an interview with me about what do I feel about how the politics are unfolding. I met I met another reporter. His name was Campbell. We've talked over the years, and finally, it's election time here. They come back to pay attention to Little Erie because Erie County does matter. I've been trying to tell you that. Hey, Mr. Graves, thank you from Lake City. We've been telling you how important it is. That's why we've been pushing and working and working and pushing. We'll have Trump signs down there for people who need a Trump sign. I know they're hard to get anywhere else, but our PAC and our people have put boots to the ground and kind of like sidestep the Republican Party and just we do our own thing. We do it way more efficient and we get done quicker. So that's how that's going to play out. So come on down. It's starting at 2:00. We'll figure something out for dinner. Maybe get a big pizza from the big bar. Those are huge. Sorry. And we'll do that. Brenda will have her merchandise down there. Your Trump garb. I'm telling you, you're going to need it for the rally on Sunday. So this is really, really dumb luck. It worked out this way. The weather looks like it's going to be nice for Saturday, and that'll be fine. And that's good. And that way we can have a good little rally. That way the folks can come get their Trump signs complimentary. If you want to swing by, pick one up. People are like, hey, I need one. I'm out in the middle of Timbuktu. I said, listen, I can't deliver Trump signs for everybody in Erie County. You're going to have to meet me halfway. We'll be at the dock. You pull up. You say you want a sign. We'll get you one. We'll hand deliver to you. We had a great crew. Last weekend, we gave out, I think, like 200-yard signs. And I'm telling you, go across 38th Street, East 38th Street in McClellan. It is like Republican Central. There are more and more and more Trump signs than I see for her. I'm going to do the president trick. I'm not saying her name anymore, her, because that's how it's going to roll here in Erie County. It's really Renee Newberry. Hello, Renee. Thanks for stopping by. There's more of us than them. The registration showing that the voter registration numbers have really come up. Then we got to get out to the independent folks, get their support. We still have a couple weeks left for mail. I don't know where my props went. I can't show you the props, but you've seen them 1,000 times. But yeah, we still have time for that. We'll have our iPad down there, and we'll be able to register you right online. You want to change your party affiliation, we can do that right online. Or if you want to do the snail mail thing and put it in a stamp on it and support the U.S. Postal Service, that's on you. But we can do it online as long as the servers are up and running. We tried it a lot. Hey, Matt, how's it going from down the middle of nowhere? I'm not going to ask where you're at. We don't do that. You're in the military. We don't ask where you're at. You're off training to protect our country. We appreciate you, Lieutenant. And that's what's going on. We have literally a couple weeks left of voter registration. We're doing a great job. We Scott Pressman and the gang have been boots in the ground. I mean, balls to the wall. Getting oldest grandson will be voting for the first time. Yay, hope. Woo! And we haven't seen you in a while. I was going to shoot you a text and see how you guys are doing because you guys are usually regulars on the show. So, but yeah, thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. I know I tagged you in some stuff for Saturday night. I know you guys have busy schedules. It's tough, and I understand that. But that's okay. So yeah, Brenda, if you would be so kind to play your video that you put up, I got to tell you. I was going to put it on Facebook today. Say, no. Let's save it. For the show. I'm like, okay, man, you're the lady with the button. So if you got that video ready, go ahead.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. Eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Just wait for it.
People of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else. People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. Here's a catalog of other things to eat. They're eating the dogs. Whoa, 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 whoa. They're eating the cats. Meow, 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 meow. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. Whoa, 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 whoa. They're eating the cats. Meow, 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 meow. They're eating the pets of
Voter registration flag waving at the public box Saturday. I want to thank the folks that
They're eating the cats.
Like I said, Saturday, September 28th, 2 to whatever. Special thank you to Brenda.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Meow, 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 meow. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Meow, 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 meow. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
She showed me that today, and I'm like, oh, I feel like crap, but that's funny. Thanks, Brenda. I know you put a lot of time into that, especially the custom ending and going down to the dock and climbing up the sails and putting those Trump flags up there. You know, I really appreciate the folks that own the vessel to let us do that. You know, if you want to do a call tonight, you know, we'll take a call. We're going to keep it short and sweet because, like I said, I don't know how much gas I have to get through this. Can we have volunteers on Saturday or Sunday? Yes, they're taking up a list together. If you want to get with Kim Hunter, she will get your information. Heidi, thanks for coming by. They'll get your information, and we'll go over to Mel, and she'll get you on the list. So that's how that's simple. You want to volunteer for Saturday? Come down and wave a flag, bring a chair. It's going to be a great day. Like I said, the guy from the New York Times will be there on 3 o'clock. We'll be there. Brenda will have merchandise. But yeah, this is going to be a busy, crazy weekend, and that's cool because this is exactly what we want. We know that Erie's in play. We know it is. That's why Kim, myself, Brenda, a handful of folks with Restore America PAC have been push. Because if you don't think we're not important, we are. That's why the New York Times is coming here to interview us, about how important this really is. Because I refer to it as the Bermuda Triangle of Pennsylvania. How that Bermuda Triangle plays out is really important. You know, we know down here, Philadelphia, it's going to be D. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do about that. You know, this side over here, Allegheny County, I hear a lot of good things. I've met a lot of people from Pittsburgh area that said they're voting for Trump, you know. And then, of course, the wobbler is Erie. Hey, Kim, you're live. It was funny. Yeah, when we were down at the dock, Matt played it. Yeah, Matt played that. So let's talk about the USO dance. Let's get that out of the way. That way people... Lay it on me, sister. Okay.
I mean, I think, Brian, you know the number better than I do, being Erie County Council Chairman. For people for Perry Elementary School, which, you know, not to brag, I will be the judge of elections there. And people, this is how we prevent them from cheating, by being there in person.
Gotcha.
So,
We had just a kind of a technical problem for some reason. I mean, you're going out, but they say they can't hear you. So I just put you on speakerphone. So yeah, they're looking for poll workers. We're always looking for poll workers. So we appreciate that.
and 4 judges of elections.
And 4 judges of elections. So if that's something a game you want to play, the only way we can really watch and make sure that they don't cheat, steal, lie is to make sure we got eyeballs on every single ballot, every single pen stroke, every single person comes through that door, making sure they're not, cheating, doing multiples and coming back and redoing it again. So that's the best info you have. So who would you contact if you want to get a hold of them?
Well, somebody that really misses you down there, and that would be Sue Sheffield.
She's a sweetheart.
And that phone number is area code 814-451-6274.
Gotcha. No, I got you. And we appreciate that. Brenda, if you can get that number and scroll across there, we appreciate that. And,
we'll send out a text message on that. I'll send one out on Facebook also. Guys, if you know anybody who doesn't want to work the elections, but maybe they have some free time, we're looking for people to sit outside the polls, pass out some free literature. We're looking for, somebody to do some shifts. We're looking for the busy time in the morning when seniors get out there about, maybe let's say 8 to 10 in the morning, come back, do the evening, let's say 4 to 8. Restore America is willing to pay you a $100 bill just for sitting in a lawn chair, holding a sign, or maybe passing out a flyer with the name of our great Republican candidates. We need to beat the Democrats at their own game. So Restore America will pay you a $100 bill for no more than just sitting out there, doing a great thing, representing our candidates, and passing out some lit.
Yeah, that's a big deal because people don't realize that a lot of voters in the past haven't had their mind made up who they're going to vote for until they actually get there. So imprinting on them as they walk through the door outside, I should say, that hi Glenda, is that have a sign, just a yard sign. You don't have to talk to if you don't want. If we have literature to give you, that's great. If not, just say good morning. You just having that sign there is a visual imprint on the last person, the last thing, visual aid they had before they went and vote. It's really important. And I'm not worried about the Trump people. I mean, we got people there. This is going to be iconic. But for Matt, someone out here in this district where Matt is kind of like a newcomer. Those are really, really important because people are like, well, I'm pissed off at the Democrats of all the Democrats. And, I'm not going to make this a slam session against Bob Mursky, but remember his voting record. Remember what they did to us during COVID. I will remind you to the day of election, what they did during the COVID scandemic illegal lockdown. And now the election's over. It's just now it's just considered a flu. So they did all that bullshit. They locked us down. They ruined our companies. They ruined our economy for what? Control of the people.
Right. And look at how they ran the last election. They bought their positions. $250,000 to take out Brian. Almost $40,000 to make sure I didn't win. And now they're going after our county executive to keep bad things in place. This is not anymore. So, people deserve their chance to get up, be seen, be heard, and let the Democrats know you do not own the country, you do not have an entitlement to the state, and you don't have entitlement to the city. It's time for us to get up, make sure that we're seen, make sure we're heard, that just because you have the letter D behind your name does not mean you automatically get elected. Another great thing, Brian touched on it. Trump, yay! 95% chance he will be here this weekend for the powers to be. We do need volunteers. Just let Brian, Brenda, I know if you want to volunteer for late Saturday for setup or even for Sunday, helping out. Just give us your name and phone number. That's all we need. We'll get it off to the powers to be. Tuesday, what did I say, October 1st? I cannot wait for this show. J.D. Vance going up against Kimmy the Tampon. Gonna be wonderful. There's supposed to be a watch party at the cab.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, you know, that's why I appreciate when Kim calls in and gives us the stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna put together a watch party at the cab. That will be a debate because you know Vance is no joke. He will beat down Stolen Valor Timmy in a heartbeat. You know, I hope I put a video up about you know Tampon Timmy and his little whoopsie. I don't know if that made the cut or not. That's up to Brenda, you know. So, yeah, hope
it was just a grammar error, you know. So let's all get together, go out, have a little bit of food, have some drinks. From what I understand, we'll get more information out. Anybody that would like to go out and be a poll watcher, Donna Reese, who's working for the Trump campaign, will be doing a class on how to be a great poll watcher. And a great piece of information I found out is the Trump campaign is going to make sure our great chairman of Restore America, Brian Shank, will be at the courthouse as they're opening up them ballots. So let me tell you guys, I'm so excited about that because he's going to make Drexel the pretzel steak in his boots and be so nervous he won't even know how to pee. Because if anybody's going on, Brian's going to point that out, and that ballot will be null and void and won't be counted. So, Trump's got 520 lawyers just for the state of Pennsylvania. So does Dan McCormick. So, do not be afraid to vote. Don't be afraid to use those mail-in ballots because everything's going to be on the up and up this time. And I really hope y'all come out on Saturday for the flag waving event. We have been gathering signs like crazy between what Restore America got, what Brenda's getting, what I've gotten from Donna Reese. We're going to have plenty of flags. It's going to be a great time. And on that note, I'm going to thank you, Brian and Brenda, and I'm going to let you guys go.
All right. Thanks, Kim. We appreciate your boots on the ground.
And I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Some Theraflu.
Yeah, I know. I took some Dayquil stuff. Then I'll take some NyQuil before I go to bed.
Yeah, don't let them kids at school breathe on you anymore.
No, I get you. I got you. Thanks. Thanks, Kim.
Bye-bye. Love you both.
I figured out, Brenda, what it was. I have a new phone case, and the plug wouldn't plug in all the way. That's why I wasn't getting sound out. I'll have to trim that cover up a little bit so the phone jack goes in far enough. So that's okay. We just just adapt and overcome. Brenda sent me a message, put on speaker, and then I just put it on. And then that's how we do it. But no, I mean I got it. And but yeah, a lot going on this weekend. A lot going on. We are on third base, starting to run in, and we're almost ready to that point where we're going to start that slide into home base. Now is the time. We talked about it. We got plenty of time. But we don't have plenty of time now. This is now. This is real. Our children, our grandchildren. Thanks, Lance. We appreciate that. Like I said, this is just kind of like worked out perfectly. We had no idea that President Trump was coming to Erie on Sunday. We already had this scheduled for Saturday. We put an event page up last week, and to get it going, because it takes time for people to catch up and read Facebook and social media, and people watch the show, and so yeah, and that's what this is all about. This is why we do what we do, to get the word out. Because on the hello Elizabeth, thanks for coming by. I saw your post about your chicken eggs. It's good to have extra eggs around, and we appreciate that. The Lance, come on down. You guys are going to get sick of me. No, we never get sick of you guys, you and your husband. We love you guys. You guys are great people. And the more the merrier. Like I said, I don't know what the reporter from the New York Times is going to do. He says he wants to come and interview me. But, hey, Matt Struck. And how are you doing this evening, sir?
Oh, I'm
just dandy. I wanted to call in from a location undisclosed, and well, like you already saw, I was watching, but just want to let you know, even down here, even though I'm not up there, it's like you. I guess to give everyone an example, it's like you can help in the most variety of ways. Of like, I'm nowhere near Pennsylvania, yet I'm able to get out here, and I gave a presentation, we'll call it, or taught a little class on like their rights and what they are able to do with absentee ballots, and how, especially those of us in the military, how we're able to utilize those right now. And there's a good amount of people who didn't know about it. There's a lot I had to explain to a lot of them. Like, everybody thought they had different election dates. I was like, no, you're all going to be during the general. So I gave a good teaching down here, and I mean, there's over 100 people that were in that class, so hopefully we got a good amount there. And even surprisingly, on my way to the DFAC one day, I was telling somebody that I had called into your show before, and they're like, oh, what was the name of it? I was like, oh, Boots on the Ground, Brian Shank. They're like, oh, I've heard about that. So even way outside of Erie, they've definitely heard of it.
I appreciate it, because it's just real and raw and live. We do a little pre-recorded off from the videos because we get those off the internet, and but it's basically just real. I mean, I've met a lot of people down at the dock getting voter registration. I met a nice gentleman, Brian. You know, he's now a follower. He checks out the show. He went on YouTube and checked out all the other shows. But yeah, so we're out here, still pushing for you, Matt. You know, we run your ad on our show. You go out the front of my house. There's only a handful of yard signs, and I have they're called a stack of signs. I made them vertical. Since I can't go horizontal too well, I made them go vertical. And you're part of the stack of candidates.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Right before I left, I made sure I ordered, I think it was like 200 more yard signs. I got a bunch of 4x8. That's what I was most excited for. So I ordered like 5 of those. So I know a few people like Dan were asking about them. So I have those, or at least they're on their way in. And my mom's able to help facilitate with getting all that material to anybody who needs it. And as well as she's going to be kind of helping out with my connection back there, as well as I know you and Kim have been great about helping out. But I've because we've been in processing for a week and a half now, I haven't been as active on social media as I wanted, but hopefully I'm going to be able to step back up with that from here on out pretty soon here.
Yeah, like I said, we're doing what we can do. We hand out your cards. I know your mom stopped by the house and picked up the brochures, so we'll have those to hand out down at the dock, and we will definitely be doing what we're doing to get you elected, because we have to throw every one of these Democrat cult members out of office for what they've done to this country and what they want to do to this country. As a veteran, I took an oath of the Constitution, no expiration date. I'm too old to go to war, but I'll fight the war behind a microphone if I have to.
Well, I'll be your boots on the ground for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, that young lieutenant. I appreciate that.
Yes, Sergeant.
Yes. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you. You be safe down there.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I hope you can hear my microphone on speakerphone. I apologize. Like I said, it wasn't coming because I have a new phone case, and my little dock wasn't going in far enough, so I'll have to take a little razor blade and cut that out for the next show, and I do apologize for that, but that's okay. We adapt and we overcome. That's what they teach in the military. That's what we're doing during campaign season. We adapt, we overcome, we have a problem. We hear the speakerphone just fine. Thanks. Appreciate that, Brenda. Like I said, we just do what we have to do to get the show out, and we'll head. I have another microphone back here, but I didn't want to dig it out midstream, because then you'd have like my belly stuck to the camera. We don't want to do that. But then again, a lot going on. You have any questions, get with Kim, myself, Brenda. Kim is really the point person on the volunteer list. She takes that information and forwards it on to the Trump folks. So she's kind of like a clearinghouse of information, because she is not afraid to do a little bit of work and get her hands dirty while she's doing it. And we appreciate that. We've become good friends, and it's proud to call her a friend. I swear I get more phone calls from Kim than I do my wife, but that's okay. it's all good for the team. Brenda, I know we got some videos to play.
They put a fucking vote Democrat sign right above the damn shop. And that one right there is still available. So, should we do something?
Vote Democrat. Just kidding. Vote Republican. Mega. Now that takes some balls. That takes balls. Now let's talk about this. I gotta put this up here. Yeah, I'll put this up here. I'll put it on the big screen. This is what the Democrats think of Republicans. Now, you have a seated senator that has worked his ass off for the people of his district. This is a flyer that scumbag Jimmy Wirtz put out against Dan Laughlin, saying this is what their interpretation of Republicans are. Now, I want you to look at that. You know, the rings, the gang signs, the red, white, and blue, you know, the hippie glasses, the stupid hair, you know, photoshopped in front of I don't know if that's Harrisburg. I believe that's the Harrisburg Capitol. But this is what these scumbag Democrats do. They lie, they cheat and steal. That's what they did to me. And that's why I told Dan, I said, you know what? I'm going to take and run with this. I'm going to run with it on the show because I want the people to know this is the party of tolerance. This is the party of hope. That bullshit they shoved down our throats. Oh, it's the party of hope. It's the party of hope. Yeah, we hope you don't get reelected, Jimmy Wirtz, because this is the kind of bullshit that you're willing to do. To Photoshop, like they did to me. They Photoshopped me with a megaphone, which I'm always doing little some things in the community. They put me at the Capitol, said I was part of the January 6th bullshit. I wasn't even there. But then in little tiny baby letters in Erie, PA. Yeah, we did an insurrection in Erie, PA. We went down to the courthouse. We ran through there. We took out the deputies. We took over the courthouse, and we took over the voter office of voter elections. We took everything over, and we demanded shit. We didn't do nothing other than a peaceful assembly in Perry Square. They can go down to Perry Square and say nasty things about us. Jimmy Wirtz can send out a mailer like this, and then right after the assassination attempt on President Trump, he puts out a wanted dead or alive poster of Dan Laughlin. This is the party of tolerance and joy. It's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of PR crap that they're trying to shove down your throats to get you to vote for their fake bullshit. Don't buy it, people. Don't buy it. It stinks. This is what they do. They lie, they cheat, and they steal to keep the power they want so they can tell you what to do. You know, sorry, I got to wipe my nose. Get excited and my nose starts to run. Yeah, we holding signs saying they will vote. I saw that. There's a TikTok video, Paula. It says, holding a sign says they will vote for Kamala if we don't give them money. There's a TikTok video out with that. And I did have to snicker just a little bit. But hey, you know, they know the Republicans are in control in Florida. You know, the swing states are all polling very well. You know, they're talking about how much money Harris has spent for nothing. She's got zero traction. You know, they get kind of worried about money being spent, but she's investing in bad things. It's not helping her because the American people are smart. They have wised up. You know, we're not woke. We're woken. And this woke bullshit they keep trying to shove down our throats, it needs to end. And it needs to end now. You know, there was a list of books that they banned, but then they get mad at us if we want to ban sexually explicit sexual positions for children in middle school. They don't need to know that stuff. But they'll ban a Dr. Seuss book, but want to have sexually explicit sex books in grade school. What? Dr. Seuss? is they had some stupid, weird reason that they weren't proper. Bullshit. You go out and buy Dr. Seuss books. You teach your children. I read those books. Our children have read that book. Our grandchildren have read those books. I don't care what the Democrat Party tells you. Don't buy it. It's lies. It's deception, and it's anti-American, fascist, and it's so funny. I had a member of the Erie Socialist Party on YouTube. He made a comment and called me a fascist. I'm like, the socialist called me a fascist. I'm like, what? But that's okay. He hates me. He's always hated me. I don't like him. That's fine. Whatever. He's a local has-been radio talk show host. I'm not going to mention Aaron's name because then he'll just come out here and steal my Trump sign or something because he's that weird and wacko. I don't trust any of these people anymore. They've taken they try to kill our president once. That we foiled a second assassination attempt on him, and that guy who is paying this. Go research this guy. This guy is broke but lives in Hawaii, travels to Ukraine, and has all this money but has no income. I like to know who's financing this clown. So yeah, I mean, people, you guys are smart. You guys are the smart ones. You guys are paying attention. You're waking up. Now, we need to get our neighbors, our best friends, registered to vote. I can only do so much. Brenda can only do so much. Kim can do so much. Donna Reese can only do so much. I'm not worried about Paula. You guys out in Florida, you guys are great. Travis Skinner, thanks for coming in. All they use memes and bullshit. That's all they got. It's all hate. It's all hate. That's all they do. And we have to rise above it, and let's put pull our boots up by the bootstraps. Remember how that was racist because it reminded them of slavery? I still, every morning I put my boots on, I pull my boots up by the straps to pull it on to go to work. So yeah, don't buy into their stuff, and this whole psychological operation. Oh, joy. We're the party of joy. They overuse that word so much. It's disgusting. And it's fake. It's just fake propaganda, psychological operations, psyops. And they have advertising people that are doing these ads. And you know what? They're outspending us. That's fine, but they're not getting any bang for their buck, man. They're not even in tie anymore. I mean, they're like, oh yeah, it's your tie. No, it's not. I don't buy anything ABC, any of the alphabet bullshit stations put up. You want the real truth? Go online, get the citizen journalist. Get their opinion on what they think. You're going to find the truth in there because like ABC is owned by Disney, and where does Disney have several huge parks in China? Look it up, folks. Not me. I'm not making this stuff up. I love Tim DeFore. Yeah. So, and speaking of Tim DeFore, we added him to the lineup of little ads we put up here. I don't get one dime from these people, not one dime. I do out of Brendan and I do this on the kindness of our heart because the camera looks so soft focus. There it goes. We promote these men and women because they're the right men and women for the job. Mr. DeVore's been in office. He's running for re-election. He wants your vote again. Just go vote red, people. Just go vote red. They had this one little thing online. Vote blue no matter who. Tell me that's not ridiculous. So I came up with a smart ass one. Basically, vote red or we're dead. So it's a hashtag vote red or we're dead. You can use it. It's not trademark. But yeah, so another candidate. We're really look at this. Gun Owners of America. Tell me you don't want this guy, Navy veteran, to be the Attorney General. The guy that's not afraid of the law, not afraid of owning guns. He got a super high rating from Gun Owners of America, which is hard to do. When I ran for sheriff, I got an A. And then the state reps What a joke. What a joke. Those cowards didn't even fill out the Gun Owners of America survey. They don't want nothing to do with guns because they're not allowed to. So this guy, Navy veteran, did fill out the Gun Owners of America and got, I think, an A plus. So, these are the people we really have to focus on. And we're going to talk about them. We're going to, I think, I might have some good news for you that Mr. DeVore's campaign manager reached out to me and he wanted some details about the show. And we talked about 10, 15 minutes. I said, listen, this is just live, real, boots on the ground conversation. Who you are, where are you, and where you're going to take us once you get reelected. There's no glitches, no setups. It's not like ABC where there's going to be three of us pummeling the guy. And I said, he's like, well, next time when we're here, I said, listen, you can do that interview. He can do the interview from his recliner in his jammies for all I care. I send you a link. And if you want to be on video, great. If you just want to call in, that's great. Whatever you want to do. And they're like, wow, that's kind of cool. Well, that's really cool about why we invested in what we do, because we want access. And we don't want to say, well, hey, sorry, we got a break for a hard break brought to you by the ABC fake news bullshit. We don't have any sponsors. We're always looking for sponsors. If you want to throw some money in here, we got Brenda needs a new laptop. Her laptop's a little wonky sometimes. I took the good one. She took the wonky one. So we're going to buy her a new laptop. That's what our next investment is. And we've pretty much got it all up and running great. I want to buy myself a new microphone, a little more sensitive, a little more bassy. This is just an Amazon, $50 one. And I'm going to bump up to a nice Shure microphone, a little deeper, crisper sound. But yeah, this is why we do what we do. And plus you need better cameras that don't get fuzzy. Well, my camera, right. Well, they're here. They're perfectly fine. But Brenda says when they're out, they get fuzzy. Well, I think that's the internet. We upgraded the internet. We upgraded all the cables. We got the fastest of everything we can. But we're still competing. We have fiber optics that literally are 100 yards down the road, but we can't get it down the street yet. So if we get fiber optics, we'll upgrade to fiber optics, and it'll be great. But, for now, we just do what we do with what we got. The old, basically, you don't look a gift horse. Brenda, you got any more videos for me? Yeah.
The vice president has a long history, a well-documented history of really being an ally to these immigrant communities. She has 2 chapters in her book, I Say We Fight and We Are Better Than This, where she really makes a robust case for undocumented immigrants. During the Trump administration, she talked about a climate of fear. She dismissed the border wall as ineffective and a waste of resources. And even her guest at the joint session of Congress was a DACA recipient, was a dreamer. And so for her to go down there and characterize herself as tough on the border, to me, it isn't consistent with a lot of the policy positions that she previously has espoused.
Yeah. And guess who is finally going to the border? We've been hounding her for, I don't know what, almost 4 years to go down to the border. Now it's an issue, and now we've pinned her ears back, and now she's actually going to go to the border. I was absolutely shocked that she can actually go to the border at her pumps and her purple blue sport coat, whatever they call those things she wears. But yeah, she's actually, I watched it on Newspeak. Now we'll see. According to what I saw online, that she will be going to the border. Wow. And of course, it's going to be sanitized, cleaned up. I wonder if Governor Abbott will meet her there. That would be a photo op. I bet you Governor Abbott doesn't show up. Just like when President Trump came to Erie, Sleepy Joe wouldn't even come and visit the president because he's a Republican. That's how much Democrats hate Republicans. The mayor wouldn't even come down and meet him. When I was on county council, when I was the chairman, Governor Shapiro, the Democrat, came to Northeast, came to the Police Training Academy with some good news about monies for training and getting new police officers and everything. There was not one Democrat elected official there. Not one. They wouldn't come down and talk to the governor. I was there. Bretton Davis was there. I think Dan Laughlin was there. All the Republicans came to say thank you for coming to our little town, and we appreciate that. But, you know, the mayor he probably had like a ribbon cutting at a barber shop or something, you know, and I just cannot fathom he's actually considering running for mayor again. I really can't, you know. Hopefully Kamala crosses the border and relocates. Lance, that was funny. That was absolutely funny. She may find her way. Oh, trust me, there'll be some, you know, some immigrant will probably be getting an award for something, and she'll have to go to that because they care more about these illegal immigrants than they do you and me. And then the Democrats are like, oh, that's so progressive. Oh, that's so nice. We're the party of joy. We're taking care of people that want to come here and kill us. And just a friendly reminder, they just had a bill come across. 158 Democrats voted against it. I think it was 158. I could be wrong, but I think that's the number I heard. Unlike Kamala Harris, Pennsylvania, and the area is full of actual middle-class American families who recognize the bullshit when we see it. Thank you. We're going to vote this guy dodging bullets, not interviews. All right, Stan, you're number one. That was the number one. That's the number one text for this evening, and that's the truth. So get back. These Democrats voted against the bill that would automatically deport them back to their shithole country if they were convicted of like a rape. Yeah, of rape. 100+ Democrat voted against it to say it's okay for these illegals to come here, illegal, rape our women of this country, and it's okay. You're not going to get deported. So you can go to prison and get your sex change on Kamala Harris. This world, this country is upside down and crazy. Everything they call weird is what we would consider normal. And they're just doing that to strip down what we think. So we think we are weird. I refuse. Kamala said rape is a non-violent crime. Exactly. Right. I'm not a woman, and I would have to say bullshit on that. You know, but that's yeah, only 58 voted for. Okay, thank you. Like I said, I couldn't remember. I think it was 58 something. But the point is, by the grace of goodness, 58 Democrats voted for it with the Republicans, and it passed. But we need to get a list together of those assholes that voted against this thing. This is absolutely disgusting. There's a video coming out of Philadelphia. These guys were doing, there was a couple hundred people doing the big donuts and circle stuff. Here comes the cops. These thugs jumped on the police car and were bouncing on top of the police car. Now, just imagine this for a second. Be the next cop. I know we got Dave and some other people, law enforcement professionals. Just imagine if that cop would have pushed the gas and potentially ran over one of these snowflakes, one of these thugs and disgusting human beings that are out there doing donuts, causing havoc. The cops show up. They have totally disregarded law enforcement. Totally disregarded the cops that showed up. They were on their cruisers, jumping out on the hoods, on the roofs. The one guy, I don't know why. Yeah, it depends on the police car setup. He was able to get the passenger rear door open. Now, if that police officer would have feared for his life, took out his weapon and shot somebody, little Jimmy's picture of him when he was 15 playing football, he was a good kid. But that's okay. He was a thug out there committing a felony and got shot. So Thank God the Philip police officer did not. He just kind of worked his way through the crowd, and one of the little snowflakes didn't get hurt, because that officer would be on the 6 o'clock news that ran little Jimmy over. Go online and look this video up. I think I put, if you want to do it, I believe it's on my Facebook page. I think it's there. So putting down, it's just these knuckleheads are out of control. We got to stop them. This no bail thing. Jimmy Woods is on record, and he got caught lying, dead face, bold lie that he was not he didn't support it. And they got an email, said he does support, no cash bails. Let these thugs rape, pillage, destroy, rob you, steal your car. No bail. Just do what you want. We'll let you go home. Promise to come back. Okay, Jimmy? No. These people are dangerous. They are a threat to democracy. They are a threat to our way of life. But that's exactly what they want. They want our life the way we like them and have worked. And our grandparents fought tyranny and socialism and dictators in the 40s. So we could live in a free country. And they've done everything in their power to strip it away so we can turn into a Venezuela. And the FBI is such a lying, cheating pieces of crap. Also, the crime statistics are down. Really? How about you go online and watch, these stores getting rampaged and pillaged and destroyed? No one gets arrested. No one gets arrested. They don't touch them. They don't touch them. They don't want them arrested. They don't want to hurt the little snowflakes. They don't want to do this. Vehicle taser deployment. Yeah. Stan, that's a pretty good idea. Or just electrify the outside of it. Zzz, the whole car, I get that. A vehicle taser deploy 360 taser, just the whole metal car. I get it. But, they're saying, and then these Democrat-controlled cities aren't reporting the crimes. They're not. They're not reporting their crimes to the FBI because they don't want, you can't tell me that crime in Chicago is down. You can't. The numbers show it, but then the FBI, because we trust them as far as we can throw them. I'm going to look outside and wait for the black SUVs to show up. If you see little red laser dots on my forehead, please just yell, get down, and we'll be good. But the point is, do we trust the FBI? Do we trust the Department of Justice right now? Nope, I don't. And this is the problem we're having. Bail is insane. I can't think enough of what happens. My daughter. Oh, I know. I understand that. Then the minute we stand up for our rights, you're an insurrectionist. Now they've toned down the insurrection rhetoric. Have you noticed that? That has been more. They're calling it the January 6th riot. Some of the media, local, national medias have said it was the January 6th riot. Tone that rhetoric down a little bit because it didn't follow. The courts threw that all out. Said no, it wasn't there. Nice try. The elements of that crime were not there. Get a ticket to appear in court, walk free. There's no recourse. There's no recourse for doing anything wrong. In New York, get a ticket and appear in court and walk free. Right, because they don't want to lock you up because they're expensive. And they don't want to lock up the illegals because those show up on the crime reports and they don't want that to be an issue. And they don't. Erie, I think we're doing okay. I know we go through spurts. I think we're doing all right. Now that the Erie PD has a full complement, this is the only nice thing I ever say about Sleepy Joe here in Erie is he does support his police. He has fulfilled. They're fully filled. They have everybody they need. Their ranks are filled, and they played a smart card. They took a little bit of COVID money. They used that, and they know some retirees are going to fall off. They can hire some newer officers. They're cheaper. So that was a good card to play. But the point is, there's also a lot of things that these guys don't do. You ever seen a mini bike flying around through Erie? They're basically untouchable. But that's another story. But the point is, we have to get these Democrats out. These Democrat cult members, they do exactly what they're told. by their keepers, the puppet masters. The threat to democracy was Joe Biden. Full rush because cops are leaving Pittsburgh. Well, yeah, I know. Well, I talked to the chief, Erie PD. Hey, chief, how's it going? Doing a good job. Yeah, everything. And I said, man, what about this thing in Pittsburgh, where they don't have cops at midnight? He's like, hey, Brian, we've gotten 5 good Pittsburgh police officers that transferred up here because they know it's bullshit. Their lives are on the line. There's not enough cops. They don't answer calls at night. And you're leaving. It's leaving the people of Pittsburgh is a Wild Wild West show. And the minute you pull a firearm and you protect yourself, your ass is in trouble. Because if you shot little Jimmy, that was that football star in the 6th grade, and then the moms are on TV saying he was a good boy, and all the neighbors say he was a good boy, but he broke in the neighbor's house and raped and pillaged and stole shit. That's not a good boy anymore. That's done. PA and Texas are important to this, Paul. You are absolutely, positively, 100%. I am not worried about Texas. You all down there in Texas have a great governor. You guys have foot the bill for the border wall. Thank you, Jesus. That is a good thing. PA, it's going to be a wobbler. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Like I said, I talked about the Bermuda Triangle of elections. Erie County, it's going to go red. It's going to go red. I have no doubt in my mind. Philly, it's going to go blue. There's nothing we can do about that. They're paid, they're told, they're fed, they're bribed, they lie, they cheat, and they steal. But this time we're going to have lawyers there. The Trump campaign people are going to have lawyers, and they're going to go to Philly because they know that's where the biggest cheating went on. And then Allegheny, I think they're going to be. I truly think and believe there's going to be a pushback because people have to go to bed at night wondering if someone's going to steal their car, if someone's going to break in their house, and if there's going to be any cops to show up. And then you're going to be forced into using deadly force, which now is going to put you in a position where now you have to defend yourself legally in court. Because these ultra-liberal Democrat states will come after you. I have no doubt in my mind. And yeah, hope it's disgusting. You're absolutely right. Crime rate is down. You're right. It's lies. It's lies and deception. It's psychological operation. They are lying to us. So we get this fake sense of security that this country's okay. Joy, 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 joy. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. It's bullshit. And you people that come in here, religiously, Facebook's, we got a lot of people on YouTube, one person on X, everybody else is on Facebook. So that's usually the other way around. But, you YouTube folks, thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry, this camera is acting a little wonky tonight. There it goes. That's why we're pushing. That's why we've put a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of effort into making sure this is happening. Erie County, it's going to go red. It's going to go red. Pennsylvania's going to go red, which still makes it going to go red, and Trump's going to win. Call electoral vote. I have no doubt in my mind. Brenda, if you got another video, that's great. I need to take a drink. We should be on Rumble. Yeah, Paula put in there. I wish you were on Rumble. I think we have to post those.
We are on Rumble. It's live right now. Boots on the ground with Brian Shank.
Yeah, Paula just typed in. I wish you were on Rumble. We are. Like I say, we pay for that. And we pay for X too. But yeah, do you have another video for us?
Voting Donald Trump, baby.
I'll tell you, we could play videos all night long. I mean, literally, because there's just so many Trump stuff up there. And TikTok is owned and operated by the people, we the people of the Trumpsters, and then We just do. You know, they've tried to throw some stuff up there for Kamala Harris, and it just doesn't fly. You know, you get like 5 people liking it, and 50 Trump people come in and say boo. You know, other than that, like I said, I'm going to keep it short tonight. Like I said, I'm a little under the weather, and I don't want to strain my voice too much because we have a lot of things to do this weekend. I want to be in tip-top shape for my interview with the New York Times on Saturday. So Saturday, we want you guys to come down to the dock. They asked me to put this ad up here for women from McCormick. You're invited to a community brunch with special guests. This is McCormick, former Deputy National Security Advisor to President Trump. Saturday, October 6, 2024. Doors open at 11 a.m. Program begins at 12 p.m. at the Cockpit Club, 3300 Cockpit Club Road, Erie, PA 16506. Please RSVP by October 4th. There's an email address there. Sorry, I cut it off. But yeah, women from McCormick. Pete asked me if I would say something on the air about this, and of course, I do anything for the team. And this is what everyone's talking about. Is the Teamsters have not endorsed any presidents this year. And look why. This is the reason why the Teamsters have not, because they apparently always kind of endorse the Democrats. Well, the rank and file have spoken, you know.
Except
Teamsters,
in Pennsylvania.
Except in Pennsylvania. I know that. But they did endorse Trump, though, in Pennsylvania.
No.
Yeah, but here's... Okay. Yes, they did. Just saying. What's up? I talked to a couple of the Teamster guys I know, and they said that they endorsed them. I don't know if they missaid. You know, this is the town hall straw polls. You know, Biden, Trump, RFK, there we go. Teamsters phone, Trump 58%. Electronic member poll, Trump 59%. So again, you know, there's no way to really verify these are great numbers, but it's an indicator what's really going on, and what we need to do is just keep on doing what we're doing. Voter registration at dock and flag waving from 2 to 9. On Saturday, like I said, a member from the New York Times will be down there to interview us. I don't know how they're going to do it. And, you know, really kind of important stuff. And other than that, I think, Brenda, if you would just bring us home with our outro. Like I said, I was going to kind of keep it right around an hour because I'm tired and my nose is starting to run again.
I have just a couple videos that I did want to play.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
But you don't.
No, please do.
You don't
Please
have
do.
to talk.
I don't have to talk. I'll sit here and drink my pop.
The Erie County budget is due in just a few days at the beginning of October for County Council to review. And while the county faces a nearly $7 million deficit, funding for some services, jobs, and programs are likely going to be on the chopping block. Matt Mathias has more. Matt.
Yeah, that's right, Jen. County Executive Brenton Davis is working on a budget proposal, as you said, that's due to council on October 1st. But members of Erie County Council voiced concerns that the cuts being considered are problematic. According to Erie County Council member Rock Copeland, Erie County is facing a nearly $7 million deficit as budget season approaches. With that, cuts are expected across the board. But one area where cuts are forecasted sparks frustrations for Copeland: the elimination of funding for the Human Relations Commission.
All departments had the ability to put in a request for what they're looking for in each line item, and in our clerk's office has been, they've refused to allow them to have budgetary input, and basically said they're going to plug in what numbers they want for us.
The HRC was established to eliminate discrimination in employment, housing, and beyond. Copeland says the HRC is entirely under council supervision and claims Davis doesn't have a say here.
After 3 years, I'm surprised that he's a bit of an amateur at this. that he thinks he's going to tell others what he's going to do instead of trying to build consensus and trying to work, across the aisle.
A former member of council familiar with the budget process weighed in on the HRC, as last year Davis looked to eliminate its funding as well. He says this year it might be something worth looking into.
I think it's an honest conversation needs to be had on the future of the HRC, what they've done and what they're doing. And are we just kind of repeating the same process and the same type of deal locally, where we can maybe kind of like trim that off the budget? It's about $500,000, which it all adds up.
Shank says making cuts was always difficult and the cost of doing government is getting more expensive. At the same time, no one wants to see taxes increase.
We're staring down the barrel again. The county executive is going to have a tough run. I know the county council is going to have a tough budget this year.
October 1st is going to be a really interesting day to read through 600 some pages of a document that we have no preview or understanding of in terms of what they're proposing.
Now, we did reach out to the county executive for comment about the HRC and the budget. He says nothing with the budget is set in stone yet, and we'll speak on the budget once it's presented. Sean.
Matt Mathias reporting tonight. Thanks, Matt.
Well, I got a comment here. Let me comment before we play this one. Rod Copeland is a member of the Socialist Party here in Erie. He's a proud member of it. You can Google him up. It's there. Now, this clown comes on there. He's been on there 11 months and says that the county executive doesn't know what he's doing. Now, he said, well, we don't have any preview of the budget. No, dumbass. You don't get a preview of the budget. They're working on the budget. And October 1st, that's why we have a ceremony of the county executive actually handing the chairman the budget. That's when you get to work. So, it's just, typical socialist, poo-hoo, big mean Brenton Davis isn't letting us look at the budget. No, because it's not done yet. Why would he give you a budget that's not done and it's halfway or 3/4 of the way done? They should be done. They should be wrapping it up. But, here this clown's been on here 11 months and he's Mr. Oh, I know everything. You should go back to your socialist little party and ask them how the real big boys actually, this county government works. And the way it works is every department submits their budget to us and we get to look at what they want and where they want to go. And then we have kind of a baseline of what departments are doing it. We don't get the budget till October 1st. That's the rules. That's the law. That's the charter. That's everything, tradition. We make a big deal about it out front. The county executive hands over the chairman a big 2-inch book. Then you go to work. But Copeland is so clueless about the job that he, was handed to by Mary Renner. Oops, but that's okay. So then he comes on there and say, well, after 3 years, the county executive should know what he's doing. Listen here, clown. You've been there 11 months. You barely know what you're doing. You have no clue what you're talking about. And, could you at least stand up and not be so lazy during an interview? You sit on the corner of the desk and he's like all that. I guess that's a socialist thing they do, at their little meetings they do with whatever socialists do. But he's a proud member of it. Google it up, look him up. It's out there. But it was nice that Matt from Channel 24 reached out to the former chairman and said, hey, what's the process here, Brian? There was a lot of good stuff that we talked about, but of course it ends up on the editing floor, because they have to keep it in the timeline. And it's funny, Scatell is the chairman. You never see him on TV. Drexel, you won't see him on TV because he's scared to even say anything. That the clown that ran we need to be transparent. When was the last time you said anything other than yes or no on a vote? I watched the meetings. He just sits there, and then he's vice chair, and then he's vice chair of the Board of Elections. Come on, you're supposed to do something. I feel like walking over with a stick and poking him, saying, when are you going to do something? But anyway, go ahead, Brenda, play your video. It's always, yeah. That was just some of the new T-shirts Brenda have. If you see something you like, just shoot her a text message. Go online here and shoot her a text. I'll pull the big chat up now that she's got that done. Yeah, Shank the Tank. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that. No, these guys, an honest interview. I know where we've been and what we've done. Like I told Matt during the interview, I said, listen, I kept my word to the taxpayers. I didn't vote for the tax increase. I didn't. We were able to cut $2 million off the budget. We were able to cut some more off of it. We brought that $80 down, and that's where we cut that in about half. And then I've still voted no. I kept my word. And I guess the taxpayers don't give a crap about that. They just want some tall, zombie, goofy guy that screams it on social media, but doesn't have the guts to show up to a debate because he knows he can't talk. And that's why he doesn't talk to the media. I'll talk to AJ Rao because he can do it on the keyboard hero. I actually read something he typed the other day. I was like, wow, the keyboard hero Drexel clown's up and about. But, pick your candidates carefully. Brenda, you got any more? Yeah. John, call them all. Shirt priceless. John, just shoot Brenda. She'll get you one. Is that it? You got?
That's it for tonight.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, man. Stan, I'm gonna put that on the big page. I appreciate that. Erie and Erie County recognize the man they need to talk to when they want truthful answers to Brian Shank. Now, the national services are here recognizing also. When I met Campbell and I met those guys, for some reason, I don't know if they share information or not. I was interviewed by a news entity from Japan. I was in a magazine from Finland with the Trump trailer. That stupid trailer with that stupid mannequin just keeps on selling the mission, and people coming down in pictures. If I would have charged $1 per picture that I've had people taken, I wouldn't have to go back to work. I just let Donald Trump make me money, and I think it's a smart thing to do. But other than that, I want to personally thank you all for coming out. Let's see who won the race tonight. Well, it was definitely Facebook. We'll have one on X, and we got a good group on YouTube. So you YouTubers, thank you. I appreciate. Please subscribe and like and share, and hopefully next week I'll be a little more myself and not so nasally. But there's a lot of things going on. If you have any questions, concerns, get a hold of myself, Brenda, Kim, and we will get this. We got Sam from the Trump people working and getting us signs, and they're doing a good job. I know he's overwhelmed. Pete Mitchell from the McCormick team, he is still around and about, but not as much. He's taking a new job. I won't discuss that over the air, but that's his business. But I still talk to him, and it's been a pleasure working with him. And got some cool shirts from him too. A nice sweatshirt. Thanks, Team McCormick. Appreciate that. But again, thank you for coming out. I want to personally thank Brenda for doing what she does to make everything happen. Kim for her boots on the ground of reporting. We appreciate her and what she does. She is really a go-getter, and she does a lot of behind the scenes stuff that never gets thanked for. So I personally thank you. And other than that, Brenda, just play the outro, please.
Well, for those people that missed the beginning of the show, I'm playing my favorite video one more time, and then I will take it right into the ending video.
That's fine. I know what you're going to do.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. People of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else. People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. Here's a cat
eating the cats. Meow, 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 meow. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Whoa, 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 whoa. They're eating the cats. Meow, 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 meow. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. Whoa, 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 whoa. They're eating the cats. Meow, 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 meow. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
That cracks me up.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. Sing it! God bless the USA! From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining seas, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for dealing with my little drizzles and my kind of stuffy head. I really appreciate it. Like I said, that's why we're going to cut a little short tonight, so I can go to bed a little earlier. And again, don't forget about Saturday. Watch the internet for getting signed up for the Trump rally. We greatly appreciate it. Again, special thank you to Brenda, my lovely wife / producer / best friend in the whole world, for keeping the show on track. And like we say at the end of